welcome back, family. Yeah, another episode, Family Bloodline Podcast. Your boy Jay Glass, the movement. I almost used my other moniker.
You got too many Ellie's out here, bro.
I do. I do. I had to be careful. It almost went down. It went down. And it's a boy Dirt, of course. Wanda's not with us tonight, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, she took some time off with the family,
hmm
and she had a family reunion today. So shout out to her and the family. I hope they have a blast.
Oh
Oh
man, I hope it was safe travels, like you say, a blast. I hope they really enjoying themselves.
yeah, for sure. All that. So how's your week been? Cause what's new? What's changed?
hmm hmm
What's just doing?
Nothing really changed with me. Nothing to change with the household. Same schedule, you know what I'm saying? Kids, sports, activities, keeping us busy. Outside of that, me and the wife just been watching old programs, like we've been getting caught up on The Shy because we trying to get into the new season. So, you know, it's just been
Oh,
binge watching a couple of shows and series, things of that nature, but nothing too serious.
okay. All right. The Shy?
Yeah, The Shy.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you something, cause this is something that I hope happens. I hope we get away from making a whole bunch of movies that put us in a horrible light. Like, why do we always have to have the bad neighborhoods and sell dope? And I said this before,
hmm
and have this propagandized movement of us just killing each other all the time. I can't stand that, man. That's
And like you say, man, it's crazy because that's them the shows that sell. You know what I'm saying?
right, right, and that is not who we are in its entirety and totality. I just
Not who we are, but I think it does depict what goes on. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't just play us being, what I'm saying, savages, the Wooty Wad, you know what I'm saying? They got the crooked cops, they got the politicians, they got you see what I'm saying? They put a perspective on the whole everything.
yeah,
Not saying it's right or wrong, but they still on how you view it. You know what I'm saying? It's just
yeah, I can dig it. I sometimes it just you're like, God dang, man, we
yeah. I'm stuck on all them type of shows like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I stopped watching them a while ago because I was getting wrapped up into them. Like I stopped watching it when Power faced that type of show
Yeah.
direct when Power came out, and I stopped watching the shows like the Tyler Perry type shows.
Okay.
I stopped watching them a bit ago. Now I'll watch them. Like I watch the D list movies during Christmas with Maya, but I can't. Everybody praying,
Correct.
is everybody at church, and come on, man, we don't stay in church and we don't stay in the
But
streets.
you
That
see, what you said. That's how you view like the black movies, like you saying. I mean, like the
yeah,
shot, like Gangsta Power and all them uh type shows. That's
yeah,
how I feel about watching like a Tyler Perry or one of them series. It's all about bunch of toxic, you know what I'm saying, relationships. You see
yeah.
what I'm saying? It's all,
And I can't watch them. I won't watch them.
but
I
it's
won't,
funny I say that, but then I turn around, I watch a whole neighborhood get shot up, but I won't sit up and watch nobody breaking up, no relationship stuff that can be actually, it's all actually relevant. I'd say.
yeah, it and so I can agree because there are parts of it that I understand it's propagandized and it's all for show and all the other stuff, but golly, it's I like when movies are off the beaten path of what Hollywood has tried to portray us for the most.
Okay,
So that's all.
I got you.
Um, like I liked Get Out. I liked the League of Negro
Stinking
movie.
cinnamon. Oh,
Yeah, something I can't remember the name of it. In this,
I'm trying to think of it too.
yeah,
I know
but
I know what you're talking about though.
yeah, I like explorative, expansive movies that show that we do other stuff. You know.
Got you.
So, but yeah, got to take the kiddos back tomorrow. That's gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rough one.
Yeah, yeah. Plus, not to mention that they fly out hella early in the morning. Hella early.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's gonna be another thing.
Y'all
But
do some activities today and shit?
no, not so much today. Today they had to pack. They had
Okay.
to get their stuff packed, and I had to work today as well. So, but yeah, the main thing was getting them packed up, uh, so we can get ready to go to where we need to go, get the show on the road. So I won't be on long after we get off. I got to hit the bed because I got to be back up at 1, so we can leave 1:30, 1:45 at the latest.
Got you.
So yeah,
Oh yeah, I got oh man, they got early birds, boy.
yeah, they fly out at 5 something tomorrow morning.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah,
Hey, but that's what we did when we went to Florida though. The kids like, never again, bro. Why are we up so early? I'm like, bro, I'm up every day at this time. Fix your face.
right. So I won't fly them out this early again. I'll pick a different day or figure something else out because that's gonna be a mission. That's gonna be a whole trip
Right.
down 2 hours back. So that's what it is. So they getting their stuff ready. We gonna leave early, and that's what it's gonna be.
Got you.
That's what it's gonna be. So let's hop into it, cuz let's hop into it. Tonight's topic: can your kids fill your shoes? Business or legacy? And
Let's see.
so this jumped off because of a conversation we had, you and Kiana, with me and Maya, when y'all were here for the fourth.
Correct.
I think it's something worth talking about, worth exploring, and worth actually discussing a bit.
Yeah.
So we led out with Bronny James on this, right?
Yeah, we laid out with Bronny James just because at the time he was just getting drafted. So it was like the big spectacle and everything going on. So we was like, I was like, man, Bronny ain't ready for the league. I wouldn't have set him up for that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have got him drafted, because me talking, I was just saying it was like a LeBron movement because of his power in the industry. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking it was a power move on his part. And
Yeah,
Bronny got drafted
yeah,
and he started doing what we was talking about in the summer league. Like his performance was not up to par. Granted, he's just starting out on another level. You know what I'm saying? Each level gets different, but he's on
true.
another level with spots that was a spot that he took from, like I was telling you, like guys that was in the tournament, you know, the Final Four and all this. He
Yeah,
played no college ball, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, he's drafted, correct. So, but going
hey,
back to what we were saying, just about the family business,
right,
are
and
we
because
setting our kids up? You know what I'm saying?
right, so because I think a lot of people are are looking at the whole drafting of Bronny James, and I won't even disagree on this point, as it being a bad move on the Lakers and LeBron flexing his power in the league, which he got it. He
Right.
got he's the face of the league. He's been the face of the league for a minute.
Correct.
He's got a proven track record of selling tickets, regardless of the team that he goes to. And even if they don't win, whatever team, whatever squad he's rocking with, they go somewhere in the playoffs. They generally don't get knocked off too early. Again, generally speaking. So he's he's a selling point, first off, right? His name is ridiculous. It's synonymous with the NBA. You can't say NBA without mentioning LeBron. It's just like when Jordan was in the league, you couldn't mention the NBA without mentioning Jordan. You couldn't mention the NBA without mentioning Kobe. You couldn't mention the NBA without mentioning Magic or Larry or
Same.
Penny, Shaq, or any of those, Charles, any of those guys, right? Uh, but I think LeBron did it right. I just got to say that. I think LeBron did it right because it's business.
And
It's business, and that's what it comes down to being.
this where we start disagreeing at right here.
Right,
Cause you
right.
agree with me, Bronny wasn't ready, but then okay, we can even take it off just Bronny, but like we were saying, that was just the face we was talking about. So I could see like business aspect of like having your kids step in or getting your kids that position. But as far as like athletics and sports and proving competition, I don't think that's you know what I'm saying. Like we start when you talking about like Jordan, Bird, and
Yeah.
all them, like the boys got sons. You see what I'm saying? They didn't press the issue for their legacy to continue like it happened. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they missed an opportunity. I think they absolutely skipped out on a valuable opportunity to capitalize on what they've been doing for decades. For some of them,
Right.
and so even again with Michael Jordan, his name will forever be mentioned when it comes up to not just the NBA but the greats of the NBA.
Correct.
And so if Jordan's kids had any push or drive, even his grandkids, quite honestly, have any push or drive to play ball and get back in the league, they got a leg up.
That's correct.
But what's more is not only will they have a leg up, but as far as the business part is concerned, they got somebody that can pull strings and get them to where they want to be a bit faster. They glide path is different, you know. And,
Yeah.
and when you look at it from a business aspect, purely business, I think LeBron made the right call.
See, I think that's where we twisted up on the business and like I say, the competition, improving competition, the level of play to be on that level. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I won't disagree that Bronny is not LeBron right now. LeBron ain't even LeBron when he first got into the league.
Not even getting it there, but he's not even man, he's like a D League prospect
I
at this
don't
point.
disagree.
You
I
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I know guys and got drafted and then they got on that level and they found out they not on that level, so they had to go to the D League. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I can see where you saying that it was a smart move business wise. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to fill LeBron's shoes. Never. I don't think that's ever going to ever be the case. I don't think he has to fill LeBron's shoes. But he was already making his name. I just think I don't know. I just think you said I don't know. Like I say, that level, that part with the sports, like I say,
Mhm.
I don't think I would set my kid up. But for like taking over my business, oh, you first in line. You see what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm equating it to because listen, there have been people putting their kids in position of power that their kids absolutely should never have obtained. If they kids would have had to try to make it to these places and positions that they're in, like let's take for instance Trump, right? We're not saying anything about his politics of anything, but let's just take his business in consideration. Trump wouldn't be where he is if it wasn't for his father. His
Correct.
father's doing because Trump never built anything himself. He was nothing more, nothing less than the beneficiary of
Yeah,
somebody else's hard work, if you want to call that hard work, right? So what Trump's dad did, he pulled a LeBron. He put his kid that wasn't qualified to be in that game in position. He took a D League player, less than a D League player,
I
and
got
put him in the real estate game. And he didn't earn it. He should have been there, but
you.
he
Yeah,
inherited it. And that's why I keep saying like LeBron did the right thing because these power moves happen all the time, and we always miss out on them. We don't get in on these ourselves. Like if let's say you've been working at a company for decades. Actually, there are times where there are multiple generations that have been working at factories for a long time, and the only way that they can begin to climb up is if is off the name of somebody else. And you often see the power imbalance of those small towns where you have the owners of the mill or whatever it is, the small business that's generating money for the community. You have those owners who continue to put family members in the positions of power and not
Correct.
the people that are working for them. Now the kids aren't qualified to run that business. They're probably pretty crappy, horrible human beings, but
Hmm.
they still get that footing.
No, I agree with you totally on that because, like I say, I'm a proven testament of that. Back in the day when we worked at the lumber yard, you know what I'm saying? When I worked at the lumber yard, they fired his son. They fired him a couple times. He came back each time with a different position. You see what I'm saying? Just because of the family name.
Oh my God. What's up, Cuzzo?
What that do, MC? Yeah.
MC.
Each time he got fired, he bounced back with a different position when he came back,
Wow.
and still was the laziest person on the job site. But like you said, underqualified, all that. He got the position because of the name.
Yeah. And so I wouldn't hate on LeBron. I can't hate on LeBron for doing the same thing these jokers been doing for decades, for hundreds of years, essentially.
I don't think it was a hate. I don't think I was hating. You know what I'm saying? I was just saying, for it's like that's what I because I've watched my kids go out and compete. You see what I'm saying? So if this shit happened, if it between my son and Bronny James, and that power move go down, come on, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna feel crappy to everybody. Don't like
Come on,
I'm
bro.
not taking that away. And you even made the point when we were first talking about it, like it's a bunch of kids that have been struggling to get to that level.
Absolutely. Correct.
He didn't knock somebody off the roster that's been hungry, that's been trying to get it and trying to get there. And I don't disagree with that point at all.
Like you say, he been living off the family name. He got NIL deals in college and played what?
Oh
Mm,
girl. Like,
exactly. You see what I'm saying? He getting paid just off of so he's already benefiting off the name. You know
mhm.
what I'm saying? Man, nah, you just I don't know.
I,
I
I,
see
I
I see these kids grinding in the gym every day. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. I get the hustle, but I can't knock the move, right? Like, so if you built a multi-million-dollar company, right, which is what we're trying to establish with the Family Bloodline podcast, why like the first people that should be able to get something from it are our kids, and no, they might not be qualified to do the job.
Yeah.
May not be qualified to do the job, but what I can do is the same thing that people have been doing for forever, especially in America. Build a trust around it, make sure that you put fail safes in place so it doesn't just the bottom don't just fall out and the business will keep going. But you
Yeah.
ain't gonna have to worry about your family getting back down on a look. Like look at the family that used to own Jet Magazine, right? The owners, the originators of it, passed on. It was handed down to the daughter, and what she do with it? She
So
sold that joint. She
yeah.
sold.
So that was that's a lot of things. I mean, the next thing I was about to comment on, excuse me. Uh, a lot of the kids that's around the family business pick up on it, or
Yeah,
a lot of them hate this. They be like, "Bruh, no, I watch mommy and daddy argue every night over this." You know what I'm saying? I don't want that type of energy. Then you see kids that they parent be like, "Damn, I'm always at the factory just running around like you say." So kids typically pick up on the family business from that aspect of it. Always being around it, but I feel like it still worked both way. I feel like it also, like you were selling, the old girl sold it. I don't want nothing to do with that. That was they dream. You see what I'm saying? That's what they chase, and that's what a lot of kids nowadays are on. They are chasing their own dream. Like, bro, nah, you built that. Kudos. Hey, that was you. I'm finna go out here and be a skateboarder or something. You see what I'm saying? Like they,
and so that kind of goes back to the question: like, can your kids fill your shoes when you are building something up, right? Are they
right.
going to maintain that legacy? And if you've built something up and you've become like part of the salt of the earth and you've grinded for forever, even if you don't trust that your kids are going to continue to do the right thing, do you give it to them?
You
Right?
give
Do
it to them.
you allow them to continue on, or do you negate it? Hey, mira, papi. See, I agree. Well, yeah, that was the whole purpose. That's how I like. That's how I feel. You still give it. You still leave it to them.
Yeah, yeah. I already told you. I agree with you on business. Athletics, I disagree.
I mean, but
Still with the move. You saying it's a business move. The Lakers benefited off of that so much. They getting Bronny James sales, they getting Bronny James, this and that with the so
facts.
throwing Bronny a little change ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So okay. So
I
let's
mean,
think of.
it was just LeBron money. You know what I'm saying? It was LeBron money. He took a pay cut, so you know what I'm saying. So
But yeah, you're right. It was his dad's money that
it's
he.
LeBron money. You know what I'm saying? So
I get it. I get it. But let's look at it like this, right? Um, we understand that Bronny ain't cutting the mustard right now, right? But maybe he's a placeholder because he got another brother, right?
correct, correct.
That's cold.
Yes.
And it's probably going to do better than what he's doing right now. So what and again, this is why I see the business aspect of it. He's got one son in there to keep the name there, to keep it going, keep the money flowing. And then he's got another son that's gonna come back and probably kill the game. He's probably gonna kill the game. So Manny said, what's going on, by the way, family? Lil Manny is starting to catch the idea. It may not be doing music, but maybe music videos. Okay. Last weekend I was on film set and he was filming with his tablet as if he was the director. It was a clear sign. And that's part of it.
Yeah, that's
Be-
what I was saying. Like kids that's around the business, uh, like you say, they might necessarily not want to be that guy, but that's what I was saying. Like you gonna do something like being around the business, you always pick up on something. You know what I'm saying? It's a situation where you're around it, so you start even if you don't, you know what I'm saying, like it, you start to grasp certain aspects of what's going on, you know what I'm saying, within the business on so maybe one day, now that I'm a child, I might not like it, but when I get older, it's a situation where damn, I see what's going on. It's easy to run. I could have, you know what I'm saying? I was doing this when I was 13, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm 21 and I got the business.
yeah.
I can do it.
I think this is super dope, by the way. ECAS, the pro. So ECAS for short is the family, right? It's Emmanuel Castro Jr., Paquito Manny, and Ileana Castro, his daughter. It's ECAS, Bobby. Yeah, for sure. And so that like I didn't have high expectations of Bronny. Just like I know if I have something that's popping and then I'm killing the game somewhere, I know that one of my kids ain't gonna fare so well with the business, but I just need them to be a placeholder.
Correct.
There's another one of them is gonna come back and continue to crush it. And so do again the hey one one
Yeah, uh,
the question becomes, is it worth pulling that, using your power, giving your kid that position, although they didn't earn it, and it might not look good for the team. It might not look good as far as the sport is concerned, especially for the name. But the name is still there, and the name will remain relevant, even if he turns out to be a bum. Like his last game, he made what he got what 12.
yeah, he balled out. He balled out this last game. They had him mic'd up. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying. So it's steady added pressure on the kid. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah, pressure
It's
bust
steady added pressure. Correct.
regardless.
You know, it's steady added pressure. But
Because I don't want nobody. I don't want my kids to just give away something that I've built, something that I've created. I left it to them on purpose and for a reason. You know, there's a movement of trying to separate my kids from growing up, not just from being kids, but even when they become adults. and having to find a position where they could be laid off. I'd rather create a space where, like you had mentioned not too long ago, um,
You always got a home.
dude always has some. Dude got fired, what'd you say, 7 times?
Not 7, but at least 3 of them.
3 times and came back with a new position each trip?
Yep.
Like, that's powerful. He could go to work, know he gonna mess up. He know he ain't gonna perform.
Did not have a care in the world
Chris, what's
type of
happening? What's
attitude.
going on, Chris? Yeah.
What up,
Ain't
Chris?
He ain't got a care. It's a family business, and can't nobody really say nothing to him about it.
Correct.
Thing that's gonna happen is his
No,
pops.
well, no, we talk bad to him. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? We
yeah.
all huddled up and, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we knew
Oh
he had his spot every time he came back.
yeah. My bad. My bad. It's white chocolate is what they call him.
Oh, my bad, bro. Let
White
us
chocolate,
correct
what
that.
they call him.
White
Yeah.
chocolate is stage 1. White chocolate is stage 1.
Morning. Good evening, everyone. I hope you just had a wonderful time with the dancer at stage 1 Black Thunder. Now it's time for white chocolate. Italian stallion, actually, he says.
So,
So
Chris, do you think that we talk about Bronny and LeBron, but do you think that the your kid should be the next one up getting that position, even if you don't think they worth it or worthy or learn anything that you've been trying to teach them?
that's hilarious. Yeah, I gotta look closer to the mic. I gave in to it. I was acting. But yeah, I like yeah. So I guess again, it's still the question. Because I'm trying to. There was a. I think everything should be earned, not handed out. We all get handouts though. We all sooner or later somebody gonna do something.
Mm,
Is we need it. We need the assistance. And so I guess I don't really want to call it a handout.
right, because ain't shit never been handed free. You see what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. So I'm you know what, I think I might have to take that remark
Yeah,
back.
ain't nothing
So
never been handed free. I mean, that's just coming from common folk. We ain't talking about wealth. So wealth is ain't nothing ever came free with wealth. You see what I'm saying? I don't care. That's still the barter system. I do something for you. Hey, I'm gonna need something in return.
yeah. Yeah, especially if you're a brother. So I think, yeah, younger brother, like the younger brother gonna ball out. That goes without being said. And I as far as I can 100% agree that Bronny shouldn't have been in the league. He still has a ton of developing that he needs to do.
Correct.
However, when I think of it, just like business, my son ain't got to finish college. If I got a multi-million, multi-billion dollar company,
Correct.
and he ain't gonna work from the ground up. If I'm doing something, man. If I don't want him to, he ain't gonna have to work from the ground up. Now, me being the type of guy that I am, I'd put him at the floor level because he needs to understand what's going on, right?
Yeah,
But if
that's what I about to say. It got to be morals and principles behind
sure,
everything we do. Like you say, especially trying to live on the name. If we gonna live on this name, bro, look here, we gotta do A, B, and C.
yeah,
So
I'm also thinking about like that's just how we think of it because of how we grew up. Again, like how many other multimillionaire kids have you seen or have you worked with, like not just dude that was at the lumber yard that
yeah,
actually
I
serve,
got stories, bro. I got stories. Because I'm
right?
working with I got another little cat. He is 21. He's 21 years old, and he's the owner son from another company. And he get out there and he grind daily.
Sure.
And he don't like this shit, bro. He like, bro. Soon as I get my shit together, soon as school, he just gigging, but his father got a position for him. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I understand what you're saying, but it's totally different aspect of people wanting it and people that don't. And people that that's gonna get it, and people that just gonna I'm here. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
So I think you're dealing with three different types of things: people who want it, people who need it, and people who don't necessarily need it.
He really don't need it. He can sit at home and his father, you know what I'm saying? But he trying to do his own thing. You see what I'm saying?
Sure, sure. Look, I'm okay if my old dude would have kept his business.
Hmm.
I'd probably be working for him right now until I can take it over. Until I've
Gotcha.
learned all the ins and outs. Now, I'm not a lazy guy either. I'm gonna put in the work. I want to know the business. I want to know the ins and outs of it because I don't want anybody to try to get over on me.
We gotta have a successful business.
Yeah. But a lot of these people that are put in these positions when it comes to nepotism, they don't know the business. The only thing they do, they have a board of directors around them that's smarter than what they are.
Hmm.
So it probably start out. So Manny asked, would I be working for him or with him? So it would probably start out with me working for him, and eventually be working with him.
Like you say, to learn the ins and outs, you know what I'm saying? Why you
Yeah,
do this instead of that, you know what I'm saying? There to get the cause man, like we even talked about, even going to college. You know what I'm saying? You learn a lot of your skills on the job.
right.
A lot of things you do is on the job. School is just for knowledge and information, you know what I'm saying? But ins and outs and the whys are usually done on a job site 'cause not every job is done the same way.
It's not.
We do it like this because, you know what I'm saying? We do it like this over here.
Yeah, and again, I'm not disagreeing, but I don't think I would put my kids in a position, essentially in a position of where we are, which is servitude. Not servitude in necessarily a good way or a bad way, but I'm starting them out as bosses.
I would do that. I would definitely do that for it's like,
In turn,
yeah. Jig, you see it. Tobias running around here all the time. Yeah, yeah, like and subscribe to the Tobias podcast. You know what I'm saying? You see him on here all the time. That's what he want to do. He see us do this every week,
right?
and so that's what we own.
Yeah. I mean, so let's take in consideration the different clubs and their owners, right?
All
A
right.
lot of the clubs are passed down to family members, unless they get bought out, but they get passed down or over rather to a family member. You don't really see any new faces coming in to own ball clubs, to own baseball clubs, football, basketball, hell, even soccer. You see it. You see families that continue to own it, even when it comes to horse racing. These are families that own farms, own stables, that own land, that continue to groom these horses.
Like you say though, generation.
Yeah, it's
Generation.
generation.
What about the common folk, the middle class people that's building that just started an establishment it's doing well, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, we middle class citizens based off of our company.
Sure, and I think that we have to shift our mind the way
No,
we.
no, I ain't think because our ultimate goal. I don't mean to keep cutting you off,
Oh, you good,
but
cuz you're
but
good.
I think our ultimate goal, like you're saying, is to reach that status of what you were talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But these kids nowadays got dreams, bro.
sure. And part of that dream need to include keeping the business going
Hmm.
and not just dumping it. Because here's the issue, right? And this is again, even if you look at Trump, uh, and everybody has the biggest accolades for Trump. Trump didn't even write his own book, right? Trump didn't build anything. Everything Trump got was because it was given to him. So he never worked hard for it. And I think the difference between the way we think about stuff is we were told and we were sold, oh, just put your head down and keep working hard. While none of their kids had to put their heads down and work hard.
Gotcha.
Some of these kids, some of these owners nowadays are the biggest flops and most ignorant people that you would ever be able to come in contact with. They don't have any special skills. They don't have any. Take Elon Musk, for instance. All right. Elon got his money because of his parents also. It's not because he's just some type of super genius. No,
Right.
not at all.
Yes.
None of that is happening at that level because the offspring are just super geniuses. No, it's because the parents put their kids in the positions to be a boss over everybody else that's working in that company. No matter how hard the middle class has put their head down and simply worked hard for it, none of those business
So
owners want to choose a hardworking middle class person over
yeah,
their.
because I was about to ask you, I was about to say, so is the parents actually putting their kids in that position, or is it just because of they wealth?
It's because the parents want to protect their wealth.
No, no, not. I ain't just talking about the parents' wealth. I'm just talking about how how the pieces are able to get in place is
But
off the wealth.
break that down for me a little more.
Like you say, okay, Elon Musk didn't have the no education, no this and that and the third. His family got all this, but he's able to be in position to be a boss. How I break that down? Let me break it down. Let me think about it. I just had it. But Elon Musk went on my radar, and then I put him back in there, and that threw me off. Yeah, it threw me off.
Is it,
But it was on the terms of what you was talking about, man. It'll come back to me, bro. It'll come back.
hey, so the 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 parents are making sure that before they pass the businesses over to their children, regardless of how good or how bad their kids are, they are setting up boards of directors that are around these kids who are going to continue to make the right decisions as if the parent was still there. And if the kid gets in position and begins to fire all the smart people, that's when you see the businesses going down. That's when they go under. But
Not
it's
for
not,
real, because a lot of them people know these kids ain't in position, so they hate on them.
well, that part too.
And they put themselves in a situation to make that kid fail or make the business fail. So
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying on a lot of that's business though. You know what I'm saying? We know that.
yeah,
My
that's
like I
it is.
say, tonight I think my only argument was on, like I said, the competition level. For a business, I know it's gritty and grimy. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely put my son in that position. You know what I'm saying? I put my daughter, whoever the oldest. I don't give a shit if it's a man, a boy, or a girl. Whoever's the oldest, this us.
That's all I'm saying.
You
I
next man up.
Yeah, and I think that's what LeBron was thinking, and that's what LeBron capitalized on. So yeah, is it gonna hurt the sports fans' feelings a little bit because they ain't finna get no ring if he on the floor, if Bronny on the floor and getting a bunch of clock, which I'll be surprised if he's not when the regular season hit, because LeBron gonna push that,
Yeah, correct.
right? But it ain't gonna hurt the franchise overall. It's gonna make the franchise more money.
What that second they already the second winningest franchise in history. So outside of the Celtics, I think the Lakers next. I think so. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they
Yeah.
ain't hurting for nothing.
So why not? Why not put him in there and let him just hold it down for a little bit? He ain't
Bronny
hurt
Bronny
nothing.
James, the number one selling jersey right now.
Right, right. So he's adding to the empire. He's
Hmm.
adding to the overall wealth, which was the actual goal. You know, that sometimes the goal isn't for somebody to come in there and be a phenom. Sometimes the goal is just to continue it and let's make more off of this.
Correct.
So I think LeBron did the right thing.
Okay.
Uh, I don't think Bronny is a phenomenal player. Not yet. Does he have potential? He ain't shown it. You know, he had one good game.
Yeah.
He scored 12. But before that, he was scoring a triple single. Yeah, 2 points. What do you have? 2 points. Was it 3 rebounds? A steal? No, it wasn't even a steal. I can't remember what the one stat was, but he had 3 fouls. So he had more fouls than what he had points.
Yeah. So that's
But
what be dope about this, cause you know what I'm saying. I think Bron did the wrong thing, but I think Bronny got potential to actually be, you know what I'm saying, to smack all the haters like me or the doubters like myself in the face and be like, you're, you know what I'm saying, mid-season, he that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, he ain't got to be that, but he can come off the bench and contribute and be a role player. That's all they need is that sixth, seventh man off the bench. You
That's
see what
it.
I'm saying? So that's what would be great about this because like I say, I disagree with him getting there or being in that position to be there. You know what I'm saying? But now that he there, I think the sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying? It's only up to him.
And that's the part. Like he's got to play one-on-one ball against his dad all summer. As soon as if they ain't got a game, if they ain't got practice, he got a one-on-one it. He's got to play against a great.
Yeah.
He'll have the potential. He can reach it. It might not. Again, it might not happen on the floor, but the external aspects of everything can't be missed. To the true basketball players, to the true fans, yes, it's horribly disappointing. Horribly disappointing. Even to the going to the aspect of all the other kids that actually deserve that shot.
Correct.
It's like, God dang.
Dang.
They put dude on. This they man's now? That's nasty. But again, number one selling jersey.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
that's my even with politicians, with singers, with musicians, with everybody who has children in these types of industries. Everyone who has children in these types of industries, they give it over to their kids, and their kids are not the greatest.
No, they don't, bro. They are the biggest critics of their kids. I'm glad. That's why I say I was just waiting on you to. I'm glad you said that.
I'm not
Like
saying it's not the biggest critics.
actors, musicians. No, I'm just saying. Like, yeah, LeBron probably criticized Bronny all the time. Like, bro, I told you need to work on your jumper. You see what I'm saying? He probably, you know what I'm saying, as a father. You know what I'm saying? I'm on Titus all the time, bro. Use your left hand. You got a left hand for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, use it, son. Because he'll pick his dribble up and I'll be like,
Uh,
stop. You know what I'm saying? He'll get forced in the corner instead of coming back out of it with his left hand. He'll just stop, pick up his dribble. It's like, that's what you do that for. Use your left hand. So, man, you got the greatest of all time at home. You don't think Brian coaching him on the regular? Like, bro, do this. And you
Absolutely. He's been doing it.
correct.
He's been doing it, and he's been critical, right? Denzel Washington's son is an actor,
Mm-hmm.
right? And he's a pretty accomplished actor. But I'm pretty sure Denzel then got after him. Like, man, that scene, that sucked.
Yeah, I mean,
You could have done
and not
better.
just being they critics and not just getting on them and not helping them, but just like that shit ain't just giving. You see what I'm saying? You just can't be an actor, bro. You just
Ah,
can't be on Tubi. I can go on. I can get me. I can get me and the kid. Hey, I can go on. I ain't gonna bang on Tubi. But outside of that, you know what I'm saying? Like to be a legit, well-known actor, bro, you really have to. Mm,
I'm not disagreeing. All I'm saying is Denzel Washington's son got into the acting game because of his last name. Right?
maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, if a movie was about to be shot,
He was around the family business. Yeah, I can say yeah. He's around the family business. Yes,
exactly, and
I get.
somebody said, "Hey, that's Denzel Washington's son, man."
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm finna try and make this script work for him because I might be able to as a producer be like, "Hey, Mr. Washington, how's your dad doing?" Yeah, that's great. Hey, I was working on this other movie, and I was wondering, would he mind? Do you think he'd mind getting in. It's a great production just like this, just something a little bit different.
I get the business. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it.
You know what?
But
I appreciate that. We finna put you in this movie. You're gonna be the star. We gonna star you in this movie now. There's been like I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to think of some singers because you just can't sing, bro. You just can't be out here just like we were saying, artist wise. You know what I'm saying? Taking on like the family name and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, so you in order to find those connections, you got to do a little digging and actually check their background because
Yeah.
there are a lot of kids who, well, not kids anymore, but there are a lot of singers who are cousins to somebody. Like Whitney Houston was related to other people.
Correct. I mean, yeah, I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, how we talking about, like, I was on the household, like, type of generational wealth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
the James name. I mean, so Whitney Houston cousin might have been named. You know what I'm saying? Aretha Franklin. You know what I'm saying? Like you saying, but
but so let's take in consideration Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5, right? That they're an entertainment family. You remember when he had his nephews
the three
on
T's, the Sonos, yeah,
the
something like that. Yeah, I remember.
right. Now, they were not the world's greatest act. They
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 tried it.
right. But but who was
They
they
kept the
on?
name alive and night. Tito and Michael. Tito was pushing that group. You know what I'm saying? He was the big name behind the group and everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but like you say, they had it was the Jackson name. You know,
Yeah. And so
the
I'm
Jackson
sure
name tied
uh,
to the Rosses and all the Franklins, the everybody I just named, all the big names.
absolutely. And I'm sure that there were other singers that could probably easily out sing them cats. Out sing them, out dance them, out entertain them. But you
Correct.
know what? We can't deal with these folks right now. We got to put them on another venue, a smaller show, and we're gonna give this to 3T or whatever their name was, because they got this name.
Yeah. They
So
they the Jacksons. It's
they
only
the
three of them
Jacks.
though, but yeah, it's they the Jacksons. Yeah, I get you.
Facts.
Cause like my all time famous family is the Wayans, the Wayne brothers.
Right.
I love their and it's a testament to what you were saying for like acting and what we on right now. I love what the Wayans have done.
Yeah, I
They
do.
they have brung everybody in the family up while acting. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And it took me a while, because I never thought Sean was funny, and it took me a while to even like Marlon. I
Mhm.
didn't really start liking them until they did what was the name of their sitcom?
The Wayans brothers.
Yeah, the Wayans brothers, right? I didn't really
Correct.
start liking them until I started watching that a little bit. Now Keenan and Crap
And
Damon,
Damon.
like even their sister, I didn't really like their sister all that much, but she was
I
on the
thought she
Living
was
Color.
always silly. Yeah, I thought she was
Yeah.
just silly from like you say from the Living Colors kids. I just always portray her, but she is a great actor, bro.
Well, maybe I don't think I've seen too many other things that she's been in.
So that's what I was looking at some earlier this week with everything they did, all the movies they done been in, all from the nephews to like the Damon's son was with him in Major Pain. You see what I'm saying? When he was actually casting him back then.
Yeah.
He was in the movie. He was the main character. He was not the main character, but he was the main character in the movie. You
Yeah.
know,
And
so
and
they've been around for
do
forever.
but do you think his son had to audition for that role?
No. I don't think so.
No.
But we don't know the genes though. You see what I'm saying? Some people they at home cracking jokes all the time. You know, the kids they silly too. Shit, hey, what y'all talking about, Unc? You know what I'm saying? Like it
Right.
was it you know what I'm saying? It was really like a family type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what
Mhm.
we do, bro. We crack jokes, we have fun, it ain't
But all I'm saying is from business aspect,
mhm.
because I'm gonna start acting again soon. And let's say I make it somewhere and my name gets known. And Gap, so my kids like acting and stuff as well. They've been in a lot of school productions and plays, which I'm really proud of. But
So
let's say I'm able to call a producer and be like, yeah, no, I need you to cast my daughter. Oh, we got this great young actress though. You need to cast my daughter. No, no, but we need to. I tell you what, don't cast my daughter, and I'm never working with you again.
yeah,
I'm not going to do a movie for you because and they might not be good in that role, but I'm a push to
yeah.
get them that role because it's,
I'm with that. I'm with that. See, yeah, I agree. I totally agree. I would do the same thing because
and that's all LeBron did. And so when it comes to maintaining a business or a legacy, it really is all LeBron did.
okay.
Like,
So see, okay. I think you just summed it up for me right there. When
yeah,
you was at business or legacy, I can attest with living on the legacy. You know what I'm saying? But business wise, for the James, they already making money. They good. They business wise. He on productions. He on studios.
schools,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
They good, cuz you see what
I,
I'm saying?
but just
So
because,
I ain't even talking about their wealth. I ain't even testing to their wealth. I'm just testing to, like I say, the move.
yeah, yeah,
You
and
justify to live on. Now I get it, the legacy. Because
right,
for it's like living on just the James ain't gonna always live on. LeBron, the number one player, the number one in points. Nobody's catching that shit. You know what I'm saying? Unless you get another 18-year-old from high school and he's the next phenom like LeBron was. You know what I'm
right,
saying? So no one's catching that. So that legacy and that name's forever. Like we was talking about Jordan Bird, all them Magic, all that's gonna forever live on.
forever. It's
I don't need no tarnish on my legacy. Is you see what I'm saying?
but like
To
what
make
what
a business move.
yeah. So when you see like NBA championships and we watch who's presenting and they'll bring out like a Bill Russell,
Hmm.
right? Bill Russell's name will always be associated with the NBA as well.
Correct.
And if Bill Russell, and I got to check into this because he just might, but if he had a grandson, great grandson, granddaughter, great granddaughter that wanted to get into the NBA or WNBA, look, I don't care who out here hungry.
Yeah.
My name wants to get into this league. What do we need to do to make that happen? Right?
Correct.
Because the everybody's body fails. And at a certain point, you have to stop thinking about how you're going to do this yourself and what is going to become of it when you're removed from it. And in order to think things through like that, you have to start looking at it in a business sense. And if you wait until it's almost that time to start the business aspect of it, you're already too late. You're already too late. You got to get your folks in. It's been happening.
For
Why?
sure.
That's like Coca-Cola, Bush, Miller, all these companies that are out here. They're not selling the businesses off to the middle class people that are working for them. They are giving. They're making sure that they continue to give these businesses and keep these businesses in the family, regardless of how bad the kids are. The Coors family had a relative that was just jacked up in the game. His face wasn't the mainstream face anymore, but he's still getting paid from it.
Right. But
Right?
look at the Budweiser family.
The Budweiser family.
They sold they shit.
They did, but they still making money from it.
But I'm saying it's you see you see
They
what
s-
I'm saying? They was
I
already wealthy. So that's what I'm saying. So like that's what I'm saying. Like the wealthy already good. They not worried about messing up money because the money gonna always
they,
not
they,
doing it.
you
So
are.
like so like so like they sold their company knowing that they was gonna make so much more.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? What they sold it for is what they projected to make over. You know what I'm saying? So
But
they
but they
sold it. Huh?
after they sold it, the family didn't stop doing stuff. right? Even taking consideration the Johnson and Johnson family. If you actually break down the amount of different products that those guys own, it's ridiculous.
Understandable.
Absolutely ridiculous. Do you think that they're going to sell that or give it to somebody who's not going to continue to pay them? Because the family ain't never finna be broke.
So that's what I'm saying. That's wealth. Like Bronny James stopped. Bronny James don't play. The Lakers not paying him next season. If he don't play next year, Lakers not paying him. You see what I'm saying? So for that professional shit, for like athletics, if Bronny James don't make it, Bronny James don't make it, and he's still gonna end up living off LeBron's spot. You know what I'm saying? Oh, where he gonna make it? He's making his money now.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah. Yeah, so maybe LeBron threw him in the league so he could start making his own money, and so people could see his face and
But he
become
was making that in college. That's what I was. You see what I'm
sure.
saying? Like,
Yeah. He was making it in college, but a lot of that was driven off of his dad's name alone. Now that he's in the NBA, he can always say at this point, even after his dad is done with the game and he's passed on, he can say, "Yeah, my dad played in the NBA, but I also played in the NBA, even if it was for a season." He can say, "I played in the NBA also."
correct.
And so
That
this
was
is
my dream.
yeah, this is what I learned while I was in the NBA. Yada 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 yada. While they ride out into the sunset and probably, hopefully, try to buy the Lakers.
I get you.
So they can keep pushing it into the family.
I
Although
get you.
there are businessmen and women that are a lot more competent to run that ball club, to run that club better than the owners, right? That's the truth of it. It's not about if somebody better can do it. There's always going to be somebody who can do it better.
Correct. No, that's an testament. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
But am I going to choose that person who can do it better over my child? Absolutely not.
No, I agree with you on that. But oh my god, but a proven platform, a proven. Well, everything is proven. I get. Well, everything ain't proven, but it's supposed to be like a standard, I guess. You see what I'm saying? For yeah, it
Man,
is.
that's why they got all these talking heads. Like, some of these folks don't talk to cameras and aren't on camera. Who was that bot? Who was that? Golly. There was a club owner, an NBA owner, who invited a basketball team to his house. And it was they said that it was such a disrespectful thing, the way that they were talking about them and kind of showing them off
Mhm,
at the party, that they were kind of disgusted with it, because the owner's absolutely he's prejudiced and racist,
mhm.
right? But they were like, it was a horrible display. Do you think that owner's about to sell that ball club to one of them players who could probably actually run the ball club better than the family members? No, he's gonna give that club to his family.
Correct.
If his son wanted to play in the NBA, if his kids wanted to play in it, if his nephew wanted to play in the NBA, they
So I
would.
wish somebody would answer. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get. Like I say, we keep talking about like the wealthy. We talk about middle class, and you pushed it back to like we thinking wrong, but
Mhm,
we ain't thinking wrong when we in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like we trying to get ahead. So
mhm.
it's a situation where we grinding, we working, but like you say, we ain't got them elbows to rub and touch with like
We
certain folks do.
I
So so that's what I was asking about the middle class trying to leave on a little business. My son gonna look at a business like, bro, that shit Rudy Poo, or it's you know what I'm saying. It's not the same as damn. I own two hotels. You know what I'm saying, or it's not the same as going to have to. You know what I'm saying. We own these two buildings, son. You know what I'm saying. Like it's not the same.
I don't disagree. But again, we if that's where we're trying to get to and that's where we're going, we have to begin to teach our kids the importance of maintaining it, you know, and remind them, hey, if you want to work for people, go ahead. See how that feels. Pushing
Mhm.
somebody else's clock. Otherwise, these two hotel buildings I got, you work them, you own them. You go in the office when you want to, you hire other people to run it, but you make the money from it. And don't give it away, because as soon as you give it away, you might as well go start working for people, because that's what you just put yourself into. But we keep telling our kids something a little that's a little bit different than that. You know, we teach our kids, hey, when you get out of high school, you're gonna go to college. When you go to college, what you gonna do? Where you gonna work? Instead of saying, hey, while you're in high school, why aren't you trying to start this business? Or while you're in high school, or why aren't you taking note of the things that I'm doing?
So really, I think, like I said, I think that's where the world is today. A lot of
Yeah,
these kids ain't trying to live on unless it's $1 million corporation. The kids not trying because they got a lifestyle they got to live up. You know what I'm saying?
sure.
As opposed to that, like I was saying, the middle class family where shit, I can go out here and I can sell t-shirts and go Uber Eats and do this and that. I can grind, I can hustle and make mines, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to
Yeah,
people that actually getting it handed to them.
I I agree. I agree. I'm with you. I like this topic. We gotta come back to it later on, but I gotta get ready to get some sleep. So
Yes,
let's knock
sir.
out final thoughts, cuzzo.
Oh, look, no, it was on you first, bro. I seen that. You see what I'm saying? You trying to
Ah,
bamboozle me, but you,
all
oh,
right,
I say, let me bring it back.
man,
But yeah, you was trying to bamboozle me.
man.
I can't wait to tell Wanda about this, bro.
Ah, all right. So final thoughts. My final thoughts for the evening. Nothing too long.
Let me go first. You
It's
always wrong.
I know it's simple. My final thoughts are uh it's okay to be kind. And love on the people that you need to be loving on. Spend time with them, because that time is the one commodity that we can never get back, and you can never put money on, because once somebody is gone,
Mhm.
they're gone. They're gone forever. So tell the people that you with, the people that you love them, and tell them that often. Tell them that often. And do your best to make the world, the place that you are at, and influence, a better place. Again, be the reflection of love that you want to receive at the end of the day. So those are my final thoughts, Cuzzo.
See, I got you. Just pretty much a testament to what you were saying. Love your people, stop the evil. It's hard to stop the evil, you know what I'm saying? We all got demons, we all dealing with certain different things in our lifestyles or our life, but at the end of the day, like Cuz was saying, man, when you meet another human being, just be a human. Be kind one time for the one time.
One time.
Respect. Respect is just a value piece. For family generational wealth, if you got the opportunity to do it, I agree with Cuz. Do it. I would definitely do it. You know what I'm saying? Love your people, man. Bring them up. Even if they don't know nothing about the industry or whatever, make sure they learn it. Because they might not want to be involved in it, but make sure that they know a little piece of it so they can pass it along. They could be a gym for someone who's actually trying to run it. So one time for the one time, love y'all.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wanda, we miss you, and we can't wait for you to come back and hop on with us. And so with that being said, everybody, thank y'all for hanging out with us. You could have been anywhere else in the world and listening to any and everything else, but you decided to hang out and listen with us, and we absolutely appreciate it, and we love y'all for it. Continue to support us. Get the tick bar, the scroll bar at the bottom. Push us those cash apps. Hit us up on YouTube. Get us some likes and them subscribes. Look
Mm-hmm.
us up on TikTok. We there as well. All right. And if you ever want to be a guest, you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or just want to be a part of the panel, send us a shot at our Gmail, fblpodcast@gmail.com. All right. With that being said, thank y'all for coming out. God bless and good night.
Good night, good people.